We are reaching out to all of you through a technology which is not totally under our full control, but it doesn't matter. What in life is under the full control of any one of us? I wanted to just say a few introductory remarks to what we will be doing in a second. To chant is a very, very wonderful way to come to that inner stillness from which you can proceed and then have a meeting, a divine meeting with the Supreme. When the mind is no longer going in waves, up and down and up and down, but is still and calm, at that time the mind becomes transparent like the surface of a lake, who when calmed is very clear. You can see right through to the bottom. So at the bottom of the mind, the calmed mind, the peaceful mind, you will see the Self and the Supreme, and a divine meeting can take place that is so absolutely empowering that you want to have more and more and more and longer meetings of that sort. In order to come to that state, really, of all the many different methods which can be explained, one stands out supreme. It comes from the Chandogya Upanishad and tells us how the mind can settle in the mantra, and then the mantra, the divine sound vibration, can free the mind. The example is that of a falcon in training. Such a falcon is fastened by a rope like this to the perch, and at first the falcon will fly here and there and everywhere. It will be unsettled, it will be very unpeaceful, if you want to say it like this. But after some time, the falcon settles at the very place to which it is fastened and becomes peaceful. In much the same way, when you do Kirtan, when you chant the mantra, the mind is unsettled and restless. It goes here and there. But after some time, the mind can come to peace when it settles, like that falcon in training, at the mantra. And at that time, the mantra will work on the mind. It will pacify and calm the mind and bring it to that stillness which is necessary in order to see yourself and to be finally in the arms, in the embrace of the beloved. So my request to all of you is that we form now an Kirtan Mandali, that is a circle. Whether you are listening to this in London or in Wales or in Edinburgh or in New York, Shire. I'm not so good with English towns, as you know, just Birmingham or wherever you are. Please, let us all chant together and experience how our mind settles in the sound of the mantra and becomes transparent. That is my very humble request to all of you. So what we will do is, we have a simple mantra with which we start. It's a Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I think most of you will know it, and maybe Radhika Ranjan, just to make sure, can put it into the internet space. Where are we? Yes. Let's start with a few ohms.
Om
Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate 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 Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. What could be a more universal mantra? A mantra that integrates so much. Om, we all know. Namo means to offer my obeisances. Bhagavate, the Supreme, who is all beauty, all wisdom, all opulences like strength or power, but at the same time, who is so absolutely detached and renounced that he has no interest to exploit the world or anyone in here. Vasudev is the name of that Supreme Being. It means he's present everywhere, in the heart of everyone. So Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya is a hymn, a stotra, a glorification, meaning I offer my obeisances to that Supreme Lord who's present everywhere and in the hearts of all beings. We purposefully chose to start our Kirtan with this mantra. This idea of this Kirtan event is just so very dear to, I believe, all of our hearts. It's for the protection of the children who carry the future of this world on their shoulders one day, are to be protected, are to be encouraged, are to be nourished like delicate plants who grow by the affectionate attention which we show them. So, with this mantra, we have requested the shelter of the Supreme, who's everywhere, in the hearts of the children and in the hearts of the grown-ups, and even in the hearts of those whose mind is disturbed, so that they cannot appreciate the children, but approach them in a harmful way. The Lord is there in their hearts as well, and we should pray that He will give them sense and the vision to become protectors of children and not exploiters. I would like to now request all of you to sing the famous Krishna mantra. Krishna is the embodiment of love. The transcendental flute player who has put a net all over the creation, a net of His beauty by which He catches all of our attention. So by chanting the famous Krishna mantra, attraction is born in the heart, affection is born in the heart, love is born in the heart. And I request you to join us. I will have to look a little bit on this thing. The master of this event. I mean, we have half an hour to go, and I encourage you to sing with every cell of your body, with every little part of your heart. Sankirtan. Kirtan, we all know. Sankirtan means total kirtan, which is done without any hesitation, without holding back, with a full utilization of our vocal cords, our mind, and our heart. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let me ask all of you an affectionate question. Are you still thinking, or are you already chanting? In Kirtan, this space of no thinking, of stillness of the mind, is so important. Our mind very often clouds our perception like a hefty English London cloud. And chanting should be above the clouds of the mind. In Buddhism they say, think no thinking. In the Bhakti tradition one says, sing Kirtan and the mind will become peaceful. So please, let us sing. Everybody together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Rama
Everybody of you, please. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. With every cell of your body, with every part of your will, and with every ounce of affection in your heart, let us bring our mind like the falcon and let it settle on the chanting itself. Hare Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, 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 Radhe Radhe Govinda, Gopala Radhe, oh Radhe Radhe Govinda, Gopala Radhe, 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 Radhe Radhe Govinda, O Gopala Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda, 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 Gopala Radhe. Our last bhajan was in the very beginning a challenge for Gaur Krishna. This is Gaur Krishna, the leader of our Gaur Krishna bhajan band. He can find every minute a new melody. But when I start to sing a new melody and do not really hit it just right, he has to struggle in the world of ragas in order to really find that melody. I was inspired to sing with you, Radhe Radhe Govinda Gopala Radhe, because of a very moving telephone conversation which I had earlier this day with a priest in Nandagram, India. I had told him that perhaps the most difficulty which people in the West face when they approach the subject of Kirtan and glorification is the silence of God. When you again and again dial a telephone number, but there's no one there who answers the call or picks up the call, you become tired and discontinue dialing. In the same way, when you sing and sing and sing the names of the Lord, but you feel there's no one on the other side who picks up the call, you become demotivated. So I asked this priest, who's every second day on the altar of a very ancient temple, what do you think about this idea of the silence of God? And he said, in our village, there was once a man who prayed through the whole night. In the early morning, his neighbor, whose sleep had been broken, asked him, "So you have prayed the whole night? Has there been an answer?" And the man said, "No," and stopped praying from that moment. After a little bit more than a week, he saw the Lord in the heart, and the Lord asked him, "Why have you stopped praying?" And the man, still a little upset, said, "Because you have not answered. Therefore, I have stopped." "Oh," said the Lord, "you didn't hear my answer. Sometimes I answer in unexpected ways, but my most common answer is to give the people a longing, a yearning, a sacred desire in their heart. And as long as they follow the light of that sacred desire, as long as they follow the sweetness of that longing in the heart, they are on the best road. And they will certainly come to me. So I also wish to end the session by saying, I thought it was a good answer. In Kirtan, we call out, we sing, we give expression to our sacred longing. And for sure, ye yatamang prapadyante, the wisdom texts say, in the degree in which you call out, in the way you approach, in that way there will be a response to you. response which will fulfill all the desires of your longing heart.